What part of sealed don't you understand?
We arrived too late. As soon as the shadow of Sotha Seal claimed the skeleton key, it slithered into the fundament and sealed all the doors leading to the Cognitum Centralis. Fear and Varuni tried to break the seal. You can see how that turned out. None. Lord Set designed the Cognitum to be virtually impenetrable. Even so, these whispering shadow cultists move through the city unhindered. I don't know how. Perhaps if we discover how they navigate the city, we can use that against them. I crossed staves with an Argonian mage once. He could leap through shadows, crossing long distances in seconds. Maybe that's the answer? Shadow portals of some kind? We need more information. Inside... I have an idea. Full disclosure, you may find this eerie. I suspected that Gascoigne's brain might contain some useful information, so I ordered a factotum to mine it. Speak to the Clockwork clinician in the East Wing. Maybe it found something. Yes, it's an incredibly useful procedure. One of our apostles created the anamnesic extractor to act as a kind of cognitive therapy for residents struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts. The results were mixed. Only in cases where the deceased requests it, or when a traitor tries to sell out the city to Daedra. You did kill him for that, remember? This is the surest route to the truth. We can debate medical ethics after we've prevented the apocalypse. The heart of the Clockwork City, Lord Set's seat of power. He spends his periods of seclusion there, sculpting the future, as the saying goes. Very few mortals have ever stepped foot inside. Once, and only for a moment. Truthfully, I didn't enter with a pious heart. A story for another time. All I can tell you is the Cognitum exists at the center of, well, everything. It's the axle that spins the wheel. You'll see, soon enough. He has to be. If he were on Artaeum, the city would be locked in slumbering mode. Less light, slower manufacturing, reductions in factotum services. But everything hums and cranks as it should. He is definitely here, and his shadow knows it. Only what I read in the Imperial Histories as a student. Our libraries don't carry any literature on Daedra or their relics. I argued against the ban, but the Congress wouldn't budge. They don't understand how dangerous these creatures can be. Daedric princes litter the world with profane relics. Artifacts meant to corrupt or ensorcel the greedy and weak-minded. Hermaeus Mora offers a book. Periite grants a shield. Nocturnal is more generous. She provides a mask, a bow, and a key. Exactly. Scholars say the key can open any lock, regardless of its complexity. Some say it can unlock gates to other worlds, or even open metaphorical doors. I don't need to tell you how dangerous that power could be. I think it may go even deeper than that. Lord Set modified himself extensively over the centuries. I think the shadow may try to unlock Sotha Seal himself.
By Set's will, I am bound. Greetings, resident. What do you require? Reflecting. Permissions registered. I completed the cognitive archival process, and data retention is within acceptable parameters. Unfortunately, my current talk plug storage quantity equals 0. It must equal 1 for vocal emulation to proceed. Malfunctioning skevatons often appropriate tools and components from this chamber. You may wish to search the eastern quarter of the fortress. Skevatons often accumulate there and place reclaimed scrap in piles. I apologize for the inconvenience. Greetings, resident. Dreaming. Familiar embrace. Greeting array corrupted. Please try again. May my labors please the Clockwork God. Welcome back, resident. Your permissions remain active. What do you require? False assertion. This is not a top plug. Fortunately, I located a top plug in a Nemo crate outside my immediate visual range. Your assistance, while appreciated, is no longer required. Please ask the deceased resident your questions. Please submit your questions. Please submit your questions to the deceased resident directly. All archival data related to your query will feed through the deceased resident via vocal emulation. May Sotha Seal bless your many labors.
Resident Corpse Gascon Dusant, memory outlay primed, submit query. Assembling summary. Subheading Whispering Shadows. Subheading Movement. Subheading Clockwork City. Cultists use gloaming gates, pools of darkness that channel Nocturnal's power. They serve as portals to many places, including Everglow. Assembling response. Subject Everglow. A twilight plane of oblivion peopled by nocturnal shrikes, phantoms, and beastly simulacra. Passing through Everglow allows cultists to travel great distances without detection. Accessing Vigio's spatial memory. Mapping complete. 2 gates exist in the radius. One west, one east. Hidden in cave networks controlled by whispering shadows. These gates may not allow passage to the uninitiated. Incomplete data.
Accessing General Greeting Array.
Tell me you have something. Gates, of course. My apostles ran down a few rumors about cultists building strange basins on the periphery of the radius, but we never found any of them. How do these gates work? So we'll use the cultists' own pathways against them. Makes sense. Can't say I have any desire to fight my way through a plane of oblivion, but we don't have much of a choice, do we? Did Gascon say where they built these gates? And we have no way to know which will get us to our destination faster. Let's split up. I'll take the western gate, you take the east. Try to navigate the Everglow. I'll do the same. Hopefully one of us will make it to the Cogidum in time.
An alarm? Why was there an alarm?
The Omnivox alarm said help us all.
We're not in danger, are we? Are we?
Come, we must seek the council before it is too late.
This year, he'll select me for sure. I can feel the gears rotating in my direction.
This is it. Everclone. Follow me. Watch your step, Featherless. These stones are near to ruin, just like everything else here. always left! Gate's closed! Closed! You'll have to find another way round. Tight corners ahead, crow friend. Careful. Which way? Which way? Ah! Right! Go right! Follow the water, fat legs! Ah! East! East! Your weapons. One of Nocturnal's flock queens hides in that church. Sour taste. No shiny bits. Be careful.
Do your worst, night hag. You'll get nothing from me.
Interlopers? No.
Thank you. I'm unaccustomed to being captured. A Shrike captain wouldn't defend just any gate. This must lead back to the city. Follow me. recognize this place. These are the tunnels that lead to the Cogidom. Looks like the factotums put up a fight when the shadow came through. Not enough, it seems. There, the Shadow's ward. Liquid shadows. Some kind of nocturnal blight. I've never seen the like. Wait, I remember. Lord Set taught me a spell long ago. He said it would guide me through the darkness one day. I couldn't find a use for it then. But now... Yes, he said that logic and wisdom would part the shadows of doubt. It worked! How could he have known? Never mind. Meet me at the entrance to the Cogidom. We have work to do. I don't often admit surprise, but I'll be candid. That was one of the weirdest journeys of my life, and I've lived a very, very long time. With the shadow barrier removed, we can move freely between the Brass Fortress and the Cogidom again. Now we have a Daedric prince to thwart and a god to save. I hope you're ready. Tighten that armor. The Shadow's got to be approaching the throne by now. We have to hurry.